Hey everyone! Before we start this video, quick disclaimer. A lot of the things being said in fan wars right now are unverified claims. I'm sharing what's being discussed online, but me talking about it does not mean it's automatically true or confirmed. Please do your own research and don't go attacking any artist mentioned in this video. Today we're talking about the allegations against Faye, especially the claims that she bullied Becky, plus a bunch of other related stuff. We'll also talk about Emi being approached by a stalker, Lena's interview where she opened up about her breakup with her ex-boyfriend, an update on Lingorm's third series, Change's statement regarding Lookhmee, Jane being labeled as coming out by fans, and some new project updates as well. First, it was Faye versus Yoko fandom, and right after I posted my last video, somehow Faye and Becky fandom started fighting too. It snowballed really fast into serious allegations, including claims that Faye bullied Becky. This is not the first time we've seen comparisons among GL actresses turn toxic. From what I've seen, it started with product sales comparisons. Who sold more, whose live did better, numbers. Then there was one tweet that kept getting referenced over and over on my timeline. I don't know if this is where everything officially started, but this is the tweet people kept bringing up. Stop hating on Faye. Becky fans are so jealous of what Faye has achieved in such little time. Thanks to her, Becky followed her footsteps to become her own boss. Anyway, Becky doesn't even know how to act. Faye was right when she laughed at her not speaking Thai correctly. This tweet really crossed the line, and understandably, it offended a lot of people. From there, accusations started spreading that Faye bullied Becky for her Thai, especially because Becky wasn't fully fluent back in the days. Becky fans were furious, and not just Becky fans. If you watched my recent video, you already know I talked about Grace being bullied and Yoko being face-shamed, so this pattern isn't new. Then things got uglier. Some fandom, I genuinely don't even know which one, dug up old pictures and videos of Faye, clips of her getting her nose done, old photos with men, and suddenly people started calling her a queer baiter, a fake lesbian, for pay, and all kinds of nasty things. There's also been a lot of age shaming with people calling her auntie and similar stuff. On top of that, Faye was already being labeled a bully because an old live clip resurfaced, where she said Grace instead of guest. Now, Becky fans are also claiming that Faye mocked Becky in the past, which just added more fuel to the fire. Now, let's talk about Faye's defense. Her fans are asking a very basic question. Where is the proof? People keep saying, there's a video, there's a live clip, she mocked Becky on camera. And fans are asking, okay, but where is that video? A lot of people have been asking. And so far, no one has provided an actual clip or verified footage. At least I personally have not seen any evidence, and it's been over a day now. As for these old photos with Min, fans are saying that many of them were co-workers, and several are openly gay. And some are saying these are her ex-partners. Even if it's true, it's still in the past. It's not fair to attack her for some older pictures. We really don't know what to believe and what not. There are a lot of unverified claims circulating right now. So I really urge everyone to do your own research before taking sides. There are things being said that I simply cannot verify myself, and fandom Twitter right now is basically operating on this mindset. If you attack us, we'll attack back even harder. Now, you genuinely have to be like a 15-year-old with an underdeveloped frontal lobe to say things like Becky can't act, or to undermine her achievements like that. Becky is one of the pioneers of the GL industry. Her achievements, both as part of a ship and as an individual, are not small, and between Faye and Becky, between these two women, neither is less than the other. They literally just met a week ago at a bizarre event and even posted a picture together. Do you seriously think there's bad blood between them? Of course not. As for the claims that Faye bullied or mimicked Becky when Becky was younger, Faye laughed at Becky for not speaking Thai fluently. These are some serious bullying allegations. And I'm sorry, but fighting over sales numbers is just embarrassing. This is K-pop behavior. Why are we doing this? I also listened to Becky's X-Space from December 14th, where she talked about comparison and competition in the industry.
How do you handle competitional comparisons in the industry? I think whatever you do, you're gonna get comparison, and there's always gonna be a competition. If that sector is hard, of course there's gonna be competition. There's gonna be comparisons. So what I do, I block out everything, and I say to myself, the only competition I have is myself. Hence why I respect everyone. Everyone does a good job. Everyone works hard. I know everyone has one goal and they want to be successful, be happy, enjoy life. So my only competition is myself. So it's like what I can do better, what needs to be done so I can reach my goals. I think just that already occupies my mind already. Yeah. But it's completely normal to face comparisons and competition, especially in this industry. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say that like every single sector, industry, any occupation, I think everything's gonna come with competition, and yeah.
Comparison will always exist, but tearing each other down only makes things worse. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And right now, things are spiraling out of control. There are so many allegations flying around right now that even family members are being dragged into these fan wars. Old accusations about Becky's brother being allegedly involved into scamming fans are being brought up again. I don't know much about these scam allegations. I read the whole thread about this, but still, there are so many loopholes in this information, so I'm just gonna move on. Next, we have a clip of Lena opening up about her breakup and her past relationships. Now, this is actually an older interview from last year, but it's resurfacing again because, as you know, the recent Miu boyfriend rumors started popping up. On top of that, people began saying stuff like, both Lena and Miu are very straight, which, by the way, I've already talked about before. This interview took place on July 30th, 2024, where Lena talked about her ex-boyfriend and their breakup. Here's what she said. Honestly, I didn't plan to open up that day, but the way the questions were framed, it kind of led me there. I was referencing astrology, saying that usually if we're in love, our work might not shine as much. So the host asked, "Oh, so you're single now?" And I had to answer. But in truth, I didn't intend to reveal anything. Was that announcing it right there? Actually, we'd already broken up before then, about 3 months before the filming, and up until now, it's been about 4 months, which means it's past the peak. I think they were good memories. It wasn't only bad ones, and we parted on good terms. There was sadness, but at this point, I'm focusing on the present, and I'm really happy. It has given me happiness. I feel that being in love is a wonderful thing. I've never regretted it or felt like it was a waste of time. I don't feel like I shouldn't have been in the relationship. There's no such feeling. I feel that it's a beautiful thing, and it always teaches us something. And yes, Lena did have a boyfriend in the past and they broke up, but the whole "what's her sexuality" convo keeps getting dragged up like every other week. There is also another clip where she basically said she likes pretty women, and a lot of fans took that and ran with it, saying she's at least bi-curious. Again, fans concluded that not her putting a label on anything. Another person who's been brought into this whole conversation is Jane. She talked openly about being open to dating women, and a lot of fans are now calling that her coming out. So Jane was on the show where she mentioned she's open to dating women as well, and that clip has been circulating ever since. She was asked what's her type. And she said, honestly, I just need someone I can communicate with and understands me, that's enough. Lately, I don't really care about gender anymore. Women can approach me, women can pursue me, anyone can pursue me, I'm very open about it. Now, this is actually a really scary incident that happened to Emi yesterday, and there are videos of it circulating everywhere. Fans are pissed, and rightfully so. Even while watching the clip myself, my first thought was, okay, someone approached Emi and stood way too close. You can literally see her get startled and take a step back. For a second, I genuinely thought maybe this person was a manager or staff because of how close they were, but no. This person is a being called a stalker, and they completely scared her by approaching her like that. Just look at her body language. She's visibly uncomfortable. There's another video too where Emi leaves the cafe and they follow her outside. Not only that, they actually try to block her path. Watching that made so many fans angry. They literally cornered her. She was basically trapped in that space. And the worst part is, this interaction goes on for about 2.5 minutes. There is zero respect for personal space. Apparently, this person wasn't even alone. The person filming was also with them. The video I'm sharing has the fan's face covered, but the original version circulating online shows their face clearly, in 4K. And they shared that video themselves on their TikTok. And well, the internet did what it always does. People recognized them almost immediately. Turns out, they're twins who've been seen at Emi and Bonnie fan meets and other events before. Fans found their social media accounts, their history, and even Namtan fans recognized them. After that, fans started demanding GMM take action and ban them. So far, there's been an official statement from Emi that says, Emi Thasorn official kindly requests everyone's cooperation in refraining from following the artist outside of official schedules. We respectfully ask that everyone honor and respect the artist's personal space to ensure her safety and privacy. They also ask fans to send in any evidence so they can report it and take appropriate action. Another company that finally released a statement is Change, and Lookhmee also shared this statement herself. This statement is addressing the fake news that's been circulating about Lookhmee for a while now. They said, Change would like to address the circulation of posts, images, messages, and various rumors currently being published and shared on social media, which make references to and allegations against our artist, Lookhmee, who is under the management of Change. The company requests an immediate stop to the spread of false information that could cause public misunderstanding and damage the artist's image and reputation. At this time, the company is collecting evidence, including false messages and images, in order to proceed with legal action to protect both the artist and the company. Now, the reaction to this statement has been mixed. First of all, unfortunately, the main account that's been making and spreading videos against Lookhmee is still doing it. They clearly don't care about legal warnings or the possibility of being sued. They just keep posting. Second, a lot of fans are demanding that Lookhmee or the company clarify exactly what is fake news. Basically, they want the company to outright deny the Lookhmee boyfriend rumors in very clear words. And then there is a third reaction. People asking why Sonia wasn't mentioned in the statement. The simple answer is, because Sonia isn't the one being targeted here. Lookhmee is, and Sonia not being mentioned should be good news. At least it means she's somewhat safe from these fake news campaigns and allegations. But even with a straightforward statement meant to protect Lookhmee, some fans are still finding things to be mad about. I really hope the company follows through with actual strict action, because a simple statement alone isn't enough to stop hate accounts. On a lighter note, Lookhmee and Sonia recently had a fan meet in Singapore, where they shared a small spoiler about their third series. It's not really a spoiler since we already knew, and I've talked about it on this channel before, but something is officially coming at the end of January. Something will be released on January 28th. I originally guessed it might be the plot reveal for their third series, but apparently at Iconium on January 28th, they'll be revealing the title and performing the OST for their third series.
ไม่ได้แล้วค่ะ spoil ไม่ได้ค่ะ we can't spoil about their series anymore because next year you guys will know. Yeah, we're gonna know each the name together. The song on 28th January. 28 January at ได้ใช่ไหมคะ at Icon สยาม
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
ไม่ใช่โอ๊ย I'm just kidding. Don't believe us. I'm just kidding. We're just kidding. Don't believe us. We just kissing.
Yeah, we are alive.
One minute left นะคะ
And besides LMSY, we also have an update on Lingorm's third series, Wedding Dream. A video has been circulating where you can see director Pa Zhao holding the script for the first episode of Lingorm's third series. The writer for this project is Really B, who also wrote Roller Coaster. The screenplay is by Nat Papas, and the director is most likely Pa Zhao. The fandom's reaction to this announcement has been very mixed. Personally, I'm not super familiar with all of this director's previous work, but from what I've read, he's definitely better than the director of Only You. Just don't get your expectations too high. He's a recognized A-list director, and fans keep saying his work is very visually appealing and aesthetic, especially in romantic dramas. He knows how to pull strong ratings. That said, he's directed BLs in the past, and those also got mixed reactions. This will be his first GL, and while visuals are where he really excels, everything else is kind of a hit or miss. On X, everyone keeps saying, don't set your expectations through the roof. At this point, it's very clear that Channel 3 has to make sure Lingorm's third series actually delivers, especially after Only You. People have been dragging the channel non-stop over that, with some even calling it a straight-up money grab. Honestly, this channel really needs new blood in its directing team, but at least there's some relief knowing Lingorm's third series is a novel adaptation and not another attempt at an original script. Because let's be real, Only You and My Safe Zone were not it. The plot was just not plotting, and I'll get into that in more detail in a separate review video. So yeah, that's the latest update on Lingorm's third series. Moving on, fans are also mad at Channel 3 right now because of the total radio silence around the Play Park series. If you remember, a while back it was heavily speculated that Play Park would air right after My Safe Zone ended. Well, that clearly didn't happen. There's been no update, no promo, nothing. So at this point, nobody even knows what's going on with the project, and fans are understandably pissed. We also got 2 new trailers just yesterday. One for Heart Code and another for Love Beyond Dreams. I actually really like the Heart Code trailer. It feels fresh, there's a revenge plot involved, and the trailer does a solid job of not spoiling too much. As for Love Beyond Dreams, it has a time reversal storyline. It looks kind of similar to that upcoming GMM TV GL, and on top of that, we already have a few other series using the same time reverse concept. So yeah, if this is your cup of tea, do check out the trailer. And lastly, the first episode of Mutluv, Hello, Is This Luck starring Jingjing, and Jane has officially dropped. You can check it out if you want. It's basically a mini-series with its own standalone storyline. Also, some of the GMM TV girls went live recently. Milklove and Bonnie were all on live. Milklove and even Namtan mentioned that they're extremely busy shooting Girls Rule on a marathon schedule, which is why they've been pretty inactive on social media lately. I'll add some clips here with translations if you want to check them out. And with that, we've reached the end of another video updates. Subscribe so I can at least reach 4K before this year ends. Thank you.
มาราธอนช่วงนี้มาราธอนก็เลยไม่ได้อัปเดตใดๆแล้วก็คือจริงๆวีคที่แล้วถ่ายกับพี่มิวแต่คือเป็นแบบชาชากอยาทุกซีนคือทุกซีนเลยจริงๆก็เลยไม่เหมือนโซเชียลดีท็อกเหมือนโซเชียลดีท็อกจริงที่แบบว่าไม่ได้จับโทรศัพท์เลยจับโทรศัพท์คืออ่านบทซ้อมบท
ช่วงนี้ออกกองค่ะออกกองแล้วออกกองอาทิตย์นี้ออกกอง5 วันติดแล้วก็วันนี้ส่วนทางกับน้องเลิฟก็คือหนูมีซีนเช้าใช่ปะแล้วน้องก็มีน้องเขานัดบ่ายโมงหนูเสร็จก่อนแล้วหนูก็ไปนั่งคาเฟ่หาอะไรอ่านค่ะ